besties. How are you? I am okay. I'm kind of in a new spot recording today. I don't know how I feel just yet. I kind of like it because you actually see a little bit of my room. But anyway, in today's video, it's gonna be a story time. Like I always say, if you hear the fan, I'm sorry, it's hot. And you do not want to see me sweat. But it's a story time video that I never really talked about other than on my TikTok. But today I'm gonna explain it all the way through. So picture it, summer 2021. There's an Instagram post from a company called Company Philippines. They were doing a little contest for those who are BL fans. Company, they post BL content. They talk about upcoming BL series, merch, giveaways, all that kind of stuff. So they were doing a contest throughout the summer of doing a Zoom call with these actors. It was mostly Thai actors. There was a few Taiwanese. I think there was a Korean actor. I don't remember. It's been 2 years. But they were doing that from I think the all of 2021. It's just after when college started again, I kind of stopped, except for the one before. But other than that, it was mostly I did it throughout the summer. So what they were doing is you go to a Google form, you fill out their questions, and if they like your questions, you get picked. You typically will get picked because they have a time frame. The last time you could submit a question or answer, say 4 p.m. Then after that, within maybe an hour or so, or the next day, you'll get an email saying whether you got in. And if you got in, they will tell you hey, the day before, we're gonna be doing a Zoom call, going over the rules, all that stuff. Give just pretty much a preview of what's going down. So your girl got picked, I want to say 7 times, because I've been to a Zoom event 8 times, but the 8th one I did pay for. I didn't think it was a big deal because it's $30, and it was on the weekend, so I didn't have to worry about missing class or ooh, should I choose class or should I choose the event? It was on the weekend, so that was okay with that. So after during the little be prepared, be before the event, they'll tell you hey, you can't wear these kind of clothes, you can't wear anything revealing, anything inappropriate, if you wear a graphic tee, make sure it's appropriate, things like that. And they'll say hey, during the event, don't turn your mic on unless we tell you to, because they are interviewing the actors. And they also said if you want to do fan art, there's a portion towards the end of the event that you guys can show their fan art. If you want to do it, go ahead. You're not obligated, but it's highly encouraged. So I obviously did the fan art because obviously I have pictures of all these actors. I love these actors. I watched almost every series that a lot of these actors were in. So the only downfall, the only con for me at least, was the time zones, because they're obviously 12 hours ahead of me. So the event for them was 5 p.m., 6 p.m. It was between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning for me, and obviously we have to be there an hour before the event. So I would either have to be there by 3 or 4 o'clock, depending on the time of the event. So mine just, okay, I like my sleep. So I was okay, I'm going to bed extremely early the night before. Because I know if I have to get up to get ready by 4 o'clock, I'm going to bed at 6 o'clock. My family will side-eye me. I'm really? When we have to go somewhere, you ain't going to bed this early. But this little event you got going on, you're going to go to bed real early? I'm yes. Do you not see who I'm going to meet? Would you not do the same thing? Come on now. But the event was amazing. Because not only we get to like meet them, but they're actually talking to us like more casually. They're not like, oh yes, I love you guys, or like, thank you very much. They were actually like telling us about who they are. And I was very interested because a lot of these actors, they're also in college like I am. And I always had a hard time working and going to school because I never had me time or even time to do my homework. So I was very curious how they managed to do schoolwork, college, all that stuff, while like doing a whole series or a movie. So I was very like interested in hearing how they handle it and things like that. And also there were some like good parts because they were like giving us a little like sneak peek, like if there's gonna be another season or if they're working on another series, you know, like they were giving us some like little tea. And like that was like, those events were typically like an hour, hour and a half at most. But the one that I paid for, because all of them are free, the one I paid for was $30. I believe it was like almost 3 hours, because I paid for like the extra where you get an actual picture with them. So what they did for that one, they take a picture of all of us and they kind of like edit it to make it look like it was me and that person right next to each other. But anyway, back to the free event. I will talk about the paid one in a little bit later. So after like they spoke to those actors, like asking them questions and things like that, actually like using some of our questions to talk to them, the ending part was the fan art. So that's when we were able to like unmute ourselves, show us the fan art. And like every time I made like a poster with their names on it and the pictures and of themselves, and like sometimes like the series or even like a quote, you know, something like that. And like each time I would post a picture of myself with the fan art like 3 or 4 times. I have to double check because I do have them like saved on my Instagram. They posted me in my stories, and like there was one time that I actually had like a small conversation with one of them. I'm like, ooh, I was fangirling so hard because like you never thought you had the chance to talk to someone you've been watching. Like I sit and watch their series, and now here I am talking to them. Like they notice me, they see me, and it was like, wow, I can't believe this is happening. It was such a great experience, even though it was like extremely like early in the morning. Like sometimes I had to be like real quiet and not scream because like I don't want to wake up my family, all that stuff. But inside I was like, ah! I'm so corny. But like I was like loving it, and you could really tell they were enjoying it too, because there was a lot of like international fans, and they, for a lot of them, they're fairly new actors, so they didn't think, oh, we have international fans too. So for the paid one I did, it was very hard, I'm not gonna lie, because they did use their currency and Google was no help trying to figure out how much it was, because Google was telling you a whole different price. Because I was like trying to figure out, should I do it, should I not do it, because at first it was originally supposed to be in August. Then something happened, I think it was COVID related, and they delayed it to October, and they were still like letting people pay for tickets. So I was like, should I go? Should I not go? Because I don't think they were giving a date at the time, I don't remember. But I was like, should I go? I was like, you know what? Forget it, I'm gonna go. It was fun because like we actually got to talk to this actor. We showed him our appreciation, like fan art, then like the whole picture thing, and like they gave you like a recording of the actual like event too. The free one I don't remember they did, but if you follow them on Facebook, you can watch the recording because they did a live, and I think they saved the live. But I took so many pictures and videos. Literally, I was just like on my phone, like, I was like telling my friends, like, yo, guess who I'm in a Zoom call with right now? And I did see a couple like mutuals and friends during those Zoom calls. I was kind of nervous because my Wi-Fi is very trash. So I was like, I hope nothing happened or get cut off. Because I remember them saying, like, if you like leave for whatever reason, you can't come back in. So I was like, please do not mess it up. Do not. Wi-Fi, calm down. But overall, it was amazing. I hope they do more again, just for like international fans, because obviously COVID's kind of like down. They're doing more in-person events now. I hope they still do more like that. But overall, Chef Kiss, 12 out of 10. Will recommend. I will do it again if they do it. It was, I can't stop thinking about, even to this day, 2 years later, I still like tell people like, hey, I actually spoke to that actor. I know. It was just wow. Okay? That's all I have to say is wow. So that's the end of the story time. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be an unboxing video, because I just ordered a new K-pop album and it should be coming real soon, and I'm kind of excited. Let's just say it's a girl group, so stay tuned for that. Bye.